friends, today I wanted to show you very quickly how I created these flowers. I was bored and I didn't know what to paint, and I'm about to leave the state for a couple of days, so I don't like to start a painting unless I can work on it every day because I feel like I lose my place. So I was just messing around, created these cute little flowers, and you all liked them very much, so I thought I'd show you how I did them. Very easy, very quick. So to create these flowers, I used this brush, and it's called a Dodger brush, and it's by Princeton Aqua Elite, and it's got this very odd shape to it. And it came with a set, so I wasn't sure how to use it, so I was just playing with it yesterday, and I'll show you how I created these flowers using that brush. And I suppose if you have an angled brush, you could probably use that as well. Something similar to this. This is a Princeton snap brush. You could probably do it with this too, just using the tip of it, or rather, you know, this part of it. Anyway, all right. So this is what I did to create these two-toned petals. Well, actually, I'm sorry. Let me start from the beginning. The first thing I did was I traced a couple of circles on my paper, and I'm only going to do about 3 of them for this. So I traced a couple of circles on my paper to use as a guide for my center. And then what I did was, to get these multicolored petals, I wet my brush, and in my palette I went into 2 adjoining colors. So the tip, I hope you can see this, the tip is in one color while the back of the brush is in another color. And again, I was just playing and these little flowers appeared, and I really liked the way they looked. I thought they were fun. So I started at an angle and just moved my brush up and down like this. Went back into the color, and I usually spray my colors to keep them wet, spray them with a little water. So just reloaded my brush, and I turned my paper. And I'm just reloading my brush, which I sprayed the paint with a little bit of water so it stays moist. But you may need to pick up a little bit more water on your brush. And I find turning my paper is helpful for me. Okay, now let's switch to a different color. I'm going to clean off my brush, and let's go into, I really liked this combination of color here, the green and the brown, but I made that flower go off the page, so I think I'm going to try that again. And I just got to, oh, by the way, this is my mojo pan paint palette. I really love these colors on here, so I'm going to double load my brush again. Let me just spray that. And I'm not even sure what colors these are, but of course you can use any colors you like. And let's start this one. I think for the next one, we'll try that angle brush and see how we can create petals with that one. And I'm working on Arteza watercolor paper. This is not very expensive. You get 32 sheets. They're 9 by 12, and it's cold press paper. I'm not sure of the weight, but it's fun paper to play with. If I was looking to create something really nice and frame it, this is not the paper that I would use, but that's just my opinion. I prefer to use arches for paintings that I want to frame. Okay, so now I'm going to switch to this brush here, and this is a 3/4 inch snap angle shader. These are also by Princeton, these brushes, or rather this brush. And let's see, I like this color combination here. I wish I could remember what colors those were. Huh? I think this might be it. Let me move this out of the way. Yeah, you can definitely use this brush. It just, you have to use it a little bit differently, but if you don't have the other brush, you can definitely use this one. So I want to show you again how I'm double loading this brush. I'm just going into 2 colors and loading up my brush. And then you can just wiggle it like that to create your petals. So it's really simple. And you can probably do this with alcohol ink as well. For those of you who follow me for my alcohol ink videos, I'm sure you could probably try this with alcohol ink and get the same effect using a brush similar to this one by double loading. So, all right, now to create the leaves, I just went into 1 green. You can double load again for the leaves and the petals. For the petals, I did double load, and I'll show you that in a moment. So using the very fine tip of this brush, I just ran down to create my stem. These are my favorite brushes, these Princeton Aqua Elite. The price is right, and the point is really great. I love these. So, okay, now I'm going to double load my brush with the blue and the green. And with this brush, you can create some really nice petals, or leaves, rather, because you just use the shape of the brush. And it gives you that gorgeous point. So I'm one of those people that has to turn the paper in order to get the right shape and the right angle. I admire these artists who don't have to turn their paper. So let me do the ones on this side first. And then I can flip it back over and create the ones for this side. Then I'll show you how I created the center, which is pretty easy as well. I just loaded my brush with some black, and I'm actually double loading it. I think I'm using Payne's Gray and black, so I'm getting a heavy consistency on my brush. And then what I did was I just tapped the brush like this to get that center and turned my paper as I was doing it. I wasn't too concerned with the direction of my lines because what I'm trying to do is to really darken the center, but I wanted the lines, the tips of the lines to be a little more narrow and more detailed. So once I filled in the center of the flower, I just used the tip of the brush to create these lines on the outside and make them nice and thin. And I kept turning my paper. So I'll do one more here. I'm working in a tight area here, so turning my paper is not as easy as I would like it to be. Let me move some things here. Not even sure if I'm in frame. Okay, so you get the idea. These flowers are simple, and I didn't want to pull colors out of the palette to get a combination of colors that I really liked, but I would love to have had a darker red with a bright yellow. But I think that considering the fact that I didn't move my paints around, I did get some nice variations in my colors, and this was a really cute and fun painting, bright and cheerful. So just wanted to share that with you. I hope you enjoyed this video, and on Friday at 8 o'clock in the morning I'll be posting another video. So I hope you enjoyed this, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and consider subscribing. Your interaction with my channel is very helpful and greatly appreciated. Also, in the description box just below the video, you will find a list of all the supplies used and links. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.